All right, so congratulations, you're under contract with a house. This might be your first one, this might be your 33rd one. I'm going to give you just a few things, reminders we've probably talked about, the inspection period, things you should be thinking about, and maybe this triggers something to ask some more questions. Let's dive into it. First off is the inspection period end date. Okay, check out the email that I sent you. The body will say what the end date is. What that means in North Idaho right now is that you have to have the inspection done, figured out what we're going to negotiate, and a signed response by 5 p.m. on that date. Okay, then we send that back over to the seller. Let's get into what we're going to find out. Okay, have you hired an inspector? Strongly suggest it. I've beaten that pig to death. Those are different videos and conversations. During the inspection period, there's a few things that people commonly look at, but obviously they're going to look at a whole lot more. Okay, so they're going to go in there and they're going to do a full inspection of the house, the outlets, the water pressures, window seals, HVAC system, the whole 9 yards. They're going to give you what's wrong with the house. Additionally, additional charges, they may inspect, if you want them to, radon, a naturally occurring gas from the earth. Do your own research. I can send you disclosures if I haven't already. Lead paint, same thing. Houses built before a certain time period, before 78, may have lead-based paint. And so do you want your inspector to test for lead-based paint while he's out there? Sewer scope or septic inspection. We could have talked about this already negotiated it. If we haven't, this is a reminder for you, maybe you should. And or water testing. Do you want to test water quality or water quantity? I will tell you, inspectors are going to find problems. That's their job. What do we do with those problems? If I'm looking out for you as a buyer, I want you to get everything fixed and make sure this is a smooth transaction. Or if you don't want everything fixed, that you get compensated accordingly. There are 3 areas I think you need to think about when you're looking at these repairs or items that are suggested by the inspectors. First area is things that are broken. Okay, this is, for instance, love the house, inspector goes in, he finds out that the heater is broken. Brand new heater, it's broken. Well, you're buying the house and it should have a working heater. They did not disclose that. We wrote an offer assuming that the heater was working, so there should be some negotiations based off of that. Then there's going to be cosmetic issues that the inspector finds, and most of these are, scratches on a countertop cabinet, maybe worn out flooring, things that we probably could have seen when we went through the house or reasonably should have seen when we went through the house. Those are typically not negotiated in these things. If we went through the house and we noticed that the floor was worn, that's how we should have wrote the offer, knowing that the flooring needs to be replaced. This is not the time to negotiate the cosmetic issues. Third category is worn issues or prematurely worn. So let's go back to that furnace again. Let's say this wasn't a brand new furnace. Let's say this was a 5-year-old furnace, yet this furnace should last 20 years, okay? Reasonably, this furnace that's not working had 75% of its lifespan left. So using an easy number, if it's $5,000 to replace that furnace, realistically, we should be looking at about $3,700 compensation towards, we knew that the furnace had 10 years life on it, or 5 years life, 25% of it, right? So we shouldn't be compensated for the whole price of the furnace, but we should be compensated for the 75%. Not saying we should, we shouldn't, that is typical in our market. So now we have our laundry list, BCW, broken, cosmetic, worn. We're going to throw away the cosmetic stuff. We're going to look at the broken stuff. Can we live with that? Can we not live with that? And we need to negotiate, do we want to be compensated for that? Do we want to have the seller replace that or something else? Okay, so this is where it's going to get super complicated, case by case. I'm going to leave you there. Look forward to the inspection period. If this has any questions for you, please reach back out, hit me up. Look forward to this.